before anything else, we need to first talk about why.
Sure.
Like, why we came up to this and what is the point of today's podcast.
Correct. 1000 minus 7. Would you like to tell us what's the topic for today?
Yes, Z. I will like to tell you what the
It feels so weird to
topic
call us
is.
by these names. At some
Yeah.
point, we might like say what our names are, but this time we decided to go for pen names because of some.
Yeah.
This just sounds cool. But yeah. So.
Edgy people in life and cool
Yeah.
people. Anyway.
Because we the
But,
Sheeples.
Oh yeah. We are the Sheeples.
Totally.
we never spoke about. Oh yeah, the podcast is called the
Totally
Sheeples, and
forgot.
we've already wasted how much 2 minutes of your time right now.
That's right. But
Okay.
that's how it is with friends, right?
Yeah.
We don't time things.
we don't time things. For
Convenient.
Sure. Convenience. Ooh.
Right. Go on. Tell us about the topic for today.
Okay, so the topic for today we wanted to discuss a lot about is mental health and mental health in all aspects. I would say, like, when this is something I don't think we talk about a lot in our normal lives, especially like with other people. We might be facing something. Sometimes we don't acknowledge it to ourselves.
True.
Right? Like we won't be ready to say like I'm facing something right
True.
now, or I'm going through something, and this is something we both really hit like a nail on in general, because I think we both are going through different things right now in our own spaces. Like personally, if I wanted to talk about something, it would be like I want to do a lot. I have plans to do a lot. I want to act upon a lot of things, but I do procrastinate a lot of the time, and I can kind of put myself down. I've also been very introverted throughout like my life, and I've tried to change that a lot, which again I will speak of
Yeah.
in a little bit. But it is something that I've been fighting myself, inner self in general, to be like, you can get out there. You shouldn't be scared to do it, because this is something I want to do, and this is something I'll be more than happy to pursue in my life. But I don't know, it's something that I stop myself from. And even like right now, if we are looking for placements, it is still affecting us that we don't have jobs yet.
Correct.
Or I know that it's not like the biggest problem in the world and all
Yeah,
that, but it is
In the
something,
moment, it feels like it's pretty important.
yeah. And it feels like at times these things, when you aren't working or when you aren't doing something, can make you feel very how can I put it, like maybe a little, you don't have enough value to yourself.
Yeah,
It's not about others feeling that way about you. It's
Purposeless.
just purposeless.
Like you're missing like this grand.
like we don't
bigger
have
thing.
a direction in life. You're just
Yeah.
driving on a road where you don't like have a
Correct.
direction.
And for a lot of people, that's cool. Like I'm sure that for a lot of people who are working right now, or who are pulling like 14-16 hour days, listening to this might feel like we're coming from a position of privilege, which is completely understandable. But it's just that from where we are right now, it's really important to have this, and that's an important part, right? What we're constantly doing in life is just really looking at each other and comparing our battles. But the thing is, we're not all cut from the same cloth.
Yeah,
Right,
like we're all gonna be different people.
We're going, like, the context matters, and we're just, so that being said, the whole thing about mental health, from my side of things is, and we're gonna try and rotate this, right? We'll have 1000 minus 7 talk about his take on it, and I'll have mine. For me, most of my life has been pretty cushy, and if you were to write a book on it, I would seem like a person who's gone through some very comfortable waters. But at the same time, that brought me to this realization that I was talking about, a while ago, is that the tormentor is really inside each of us.
Yeah, that's
You really don't need some third person standing and telling you that you're not doing this or you're supposed to be doing this. I have realized that for most part of my life, I have really been the one putting myself down. I mean, I've had supportive.
I think mental health, a lot of it at least, is that, right? Like us fighting ourselves to do something or reach something, or I don't know. It's like we are in a state we just don't know how to get out of. And
correct. And in that convenience, what we do is we'd like to invent this fictional third person that's responsible. Like the government or your parents or like.
Or some circumstance that is not like,
or some
it's
circumstance,
external, and we never
right?
think of it as an internal
exactly
thing.
but that's the whole point. I mean, I think, like, headway is being made when you sort of accept that it's within. Like you're the
Yeah.
person who's really demanding so much from you, and you're the person who's really not reaching up to those.